as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one up. And off we go from SoFi. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Around 27-yard line.
First and 10. First carry here for Kyron Williams. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. It's another run here for Williams. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Here's 3rd and 7. Williams gets it on the draw. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3 plays, no 1st downs, time for 4th down. They are going for it. Stafford. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Love. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Stafford working from the pistol. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Rams first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Oregon.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Cut.
In motion, Reed. To the goal line and in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through 1. It's the Packers on top. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Second and a yard. They go play action with Stafford. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They run over center with Williams.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
Really really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
That's another Rams. First and 9. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will score. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, LA.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 36 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a three-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I could break back across his face to the middle of the field, and you're wide open.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. On 1st down, it's Love. That is caught by the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Packers 21, Rams 7. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. Whoa! Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
First down, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Stafford now on 1st down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. The catch made by McCool. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. The motion man is Nakua. Stafford to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, They don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A second down throw for Love. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll run with Jacobs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll take this down to the 23. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Love. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Love to throw it on first down. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's third down and a few inches.
Ready. Hey, you. Ultra. Go ultra.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of action.
Rams 7.
Let's go now.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's Jacobs. He is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Still up top and still can't drop what they not. Last day was filled with slaps, I guess gotta run it back. Didn't like the way it went down after
Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team...
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Stafford to throw it. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Let's go. Striker, 3-3.
Love quickly out to Watson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready. Go ready. Ready.
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Set.
The man in motion is Watson. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Set, ready.
The man in motion is Watson.
Ready.
On second down, Love. Toward the middle, that one caught by Watson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
On the double.
Here's a third down and 4.
Come on, set. Ready.
Love to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Ready, break.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Strike 2.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. That caught by Davis. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 11-yard line.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
Here's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are going to extend their lead.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Down.
Moving the tight end right.
Ready.
They'll run the toss to Jacobs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Throwing is Love. This one up top for Dobbs.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Back to throw is Love. He's going to try it here again. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Ready. Smash, smash. Set.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to look downfield once again. So, it's a win for the Packers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.